Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Again, this is Vini TV Media as usual. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment wherever you come across this channel. Please share the link to your friends and to everybody who is online. Mega shout out to my friends, my fans, wherever you are. I really say thank you, because if it were not you, I couldn't have reached where I am today. So today we are going to talk about the story of this blog by the name Albert. And who is this Albert? Much has been said about Albert. Albert is a young fella who hails from Homa Bay, but their entire life they used to live in Mombasa, where his father has been working. And according to his family, Albert is the only child in that family, and he was raised by up and downs. His father did what he had to do to see Albert gets a good life, and it's recently that Albert had acquired a degree, and his father had done a lot to see Albert progress. And it was the other day when they were at their home in Homa Bay, when some guys who are believed to be police officers visited their home, and they demanded to see Albert. And they told them Albert is in safe hands. So his father did not care who are they, because they assured his father that nothing was going to happen to Albert. They took to Homa Bay police station, they recorded a statement, and the report came from above that he had to be transferred from Homa Bay to Nairobi to Nairobi Central Police Station. Fine. We all know he was in safe hands. He even spoke with his friend, and his friend encouraged him that you are safe. Nothing is going to happen for you. Because it's late, we'll come to check on you the following day. Little did they knew that was the last conversation they had. But what did he do so that he can be arrested? None is talking about it. They do say, oh, I talked much about the government. He exposed somebody who is big in government. But the actual thing we don't know. And now let me come to my point. As I'm speaking right now, Albert is no more. According to the police report, they say Albert hit himself on walls in a police station that led him to die. Albert hit his head on the walls in the cell that made him to die. You know, it sounds funny, it sounds amazing, but at the end of it all, we've lost a young fella. And my question is, how alijigonga aje kwa cell? How? Yeah, that is my question, but we don't know. If the walls were to speak, they could have told us the real thing that made Albert to die. His father said he's the only child, no sister. He is the only, and he had done what he had to do to see Albert have a good life. But at the end of it all, Albert has gone. Now, we were waiting for government to do his autopsy, but the chief government autopsy, Mr. that Mr. Dual distanced himself from that autopsy, saying Albert is one of his family members, so he will not do autopsy on him. But at the end of it all, he came out and said, I'll be there, but watching from a distance, because Albert is one of my family member. And this is the only case, ever since we knew O'Doul being a government autopsy, this is the only case he has distanced himself, and he said, I'll not be part and parcel of that autopsy. But because I'm a member of that family, I'll be there watching from a distance to see what really transpired his death. But at the end of it all, Albert has gone. And when you see his body, his hands, his face, his hands are swollen. His face is swollen. The back side of his head is swollen too. It's like he was battling with whatever was happening on him. Yeah, they do say there was blood all over the walls. It's like there was a partner. He used to defend himself, so his hands were swollen, the face was swollen, this mouth was swollen. Yeah, the backside of it, the backside of his head was swollen. I think the major cause of his death is the inner bleeding. I'm not a doctor, but we can say it. We can say that way, because because the blood entered into a plane, because we saw that the body had the head had swollen. So I think the blood entered into his brain. But we are waiting to see and to know what the government is going to talk about the cause of his death. But at the end of it all, the Albert we knew has gone. And now Kenyans are asking questions. Are we safe? We are losing a lot of young men out there, and nothing is done. We are being told just to wait for the government to do its investigations, and just will be failed. But nobody has gotten that justice. A lot of people are going. Yeah. So we are waiting to see what really transpires is death. So they demonstrated, they said they want justice for Albert, and we are waiting to know what really transpires is death. But as for now, Albert has gone. His family members are crying. Where he comes from, they are saying they have lost a young fellow who used to help them here and there. So we don't understand what's really happening here in Kenya, but all in all, we leave it to God. Albert has gone. The MPs where from he come from, they condemned that incident. They said this is enough. The other day, the government said nobody's going to lose his life. Nobody's going to be kidnapped. Nobody is going to be abducted. Nobody is going to be killed. But at the end of it all that is irony. People are being killed. So the MP from ODM said enough is enough. They demand justice for these young guys who are dying. And this is not the promise they made to the people of Kenya. This is not the promise they made when they were signing their broad-based government. So they said they need justice, and they want to know what really happened. Despite those officers who were on duty were sacked, but they want to know what really caused the death of Albert. Yeah, all those officers who were on duty, in that night, they were sacked and they were arrested. But we want to know, why did they kill Albert? Yeah, that's what Kenyans are asking. So my fans, my viewers, everybody who watches my channel, please subscribe, like, share and comment. For those sending super chats, mega shout out to you guys. Yeah, it's you guys that Vin TV is where it is right now. I'll not take your support for granted, but I will say thank you. Whoever sends anything, whoever watches this, may God bless you. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment.